While the economy is still trying to rebound, many people are just trying to find a place to live. News Channel 15's Alyssa Ivinson is in Studio 15 with how, in our economy, more people are having to ask for help.
Now, some shelters have waiting lists, and many people on the list are asking for help for the first time.
The average American family is one paycheck away from being homeless. Then you realize how true that comes.
Yeah.
You know, then you're like, okay, now what do I do? We didn't know what to do.
Dale and Patricia Willoughby never imagined they'd live in a shelter. But 9 months ago, Patricia got sick, and with no health insurance, things quickly went downhill.
Worked as long as I could until I just couldn't work anymore, and then our house went into foreclosure.
Dale needs his van for his job, and then the transmission broke.
We kind of lost both incomes, you know, at the same time, and that was really tough.
Yeah, pretty much the same time.
The Willoughbys, with their 2 kids, tried to find shelter, but long waiting lists forced them to go to separate shelters for 6 months. Then 3 months ago, they got into Vincent House.
This is the only one that takes families.
The time that we were separated, we were just kind of spinning our wheels.
The Willoughby story isn't uncommon. Ann Helmke says the economy is changing the face of Vincent Village.
We have seen an increase in the number of 2-parent families with children, and we've seen our first families in the homeless population that have experienced housing foreclosure.
Usually only 1 or 2 of the 12 families in the shelter are 2-parent families. Now that's gone up to half.
It's a very stressful time. The need is overwhelming.
Vincent Village helps families find income and get into housing.
The goal is to move the family out of the shelter as quickly as possible, but that's getting harder and harder with the economy right now.
Once you leave here, I think it can only be positive.
I look at it.
Patricia and Dale are pulling ahead now. They're set to move out of the shelter and into a house in the Vincent Village later this week. Live in Studio 15, Alyssa Ivinson, News Channel 15.